Can you hear me, participants? Have you submitted the test papers? So we are going to discuss about the answers today, so that you will get a clear idea. Okay. So first, let us discuss about the answers before proceeding to the next session. Okay. So first, let's go on with your first question. Explain the iteration in string with an example program. Okay. I'm just letting you know the answers. Today is day 20. So, very first question. So the very first question is about explain the iteration in string with an example program. This is a very first question. So here it is asking about explain iteration. So we all know very well iteration means it involves indexing. Indexing means it involves the numbers, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. So it is in the string iteration. So we should take a string, any string. We can have it as any example. Next, traverse. What is the question? Iteration. So you must know the size of the string. So size equal to len of city. Then for I in range of size, print city of I. So this is called iteration. This is called iteration. This is called string iteration. This is the answer for your first question of your test. Explain the iteration in string with an example program. This is the actual answer. Please note it down. Sorry.
అన్న ఈ ఎత్తు ఊపుతాం. అన్న ఎత్తు అలా ఊగుతా ఉంది.
So this is the answer for very first question. And next question. List out the similar properties of the strings and lists with appropriate examples. Similar properties of strings and a list. Similar means common properties. Common means which is same for list and a string. Okay, so the common properties are, first one, length. So this is the very first property. Oh, sorry, my string. So this is the first property. Both of them has len function property. Next, slicing. Okay, first one is len. It is applicable in both list and string. And second one is slicing, that is applicable in both string and list. Next, next is replication. Replication is also applicable in list and also string. You can also have one more property. One more property means concatenation. Concatenation is possible, replication is possible, and also indexing is possible. So these are the properties which are similar to string and list, which are common between string and list. This is the answer for second question. You don't have to write these many things. If you have written any three is fine. Third, what is nested list? Give an example. What is nested list? If a list is inside another list, then it is called a nested list. What is nested list? Nested list means a list inside another list. So this is the example for nested list, which means first I have my list, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, and next I have my nested list. My nested list means it is a list contains the another list. You can see two square brackets here, which means this is the big list that contains two smaller lists. Suppose if you don't understand this, you can write like this also. This is if it is not clear, I'll write one more example. I guess this example is much clearer than the previous one. List 1 is 1 2 3, list 2 is 4 5 6. My nested list is equal to list 1 comma list 2. This gives the nested list of two smaller lists, that is list 1 and list 2. Please note it down. Then fourth question, explain the following methods in list. So we have seen append and pop already. So here you can find out append means it will add the new elements into the list. I mean in the end of the list. See here, this is the answer for append. Append means it will add the elements in the end of the list. So here is the example for append. Next one, pop. Pop means that will remove the elements based on this criteria. So there are two ways. In append, you have only one thing. It is applied on the list. Okay, that is very first point you have to remember. Append is applied on the list. Append is used to add the elements in the end. So now my list is empty initially. Then we try to add 55. So 55 will be added into my list. And second, I am trying to add 100. So 100 will be added into my list. So these are the two possible things that is applicable in append. So how to remove the elements in the list with the help of pop? So pop will remove the elements based on the index. Suppose if you do not specify any index, then it will remove the last element. The very last element will be removed. Case 2. Suppose if you specify the index of the particular element, then that particular element will be removed. Now, can you answer for this question? If you give pop of 0, what element will be removed? Pop of 3, what element will be removed? And pop of empty, what element will be removed? Kindly answer in chat box please. What will be the output for this question? And participants, I guess you can. Durga, the screen is visible. Please check. Is the screen visible? Okay, now try to answer this question, please. Uh, Type the output for these questions. I'll give you 2 minutes time. By 7:25, we'll discuss the answers. Okay, it's time. Let me check the chat box for the answers. Okay, first let me show the answer. Okay, then it's clear for you. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements in the list. Okay, technically there are 7 elements in the list. So what I did, I have popped out 3 elements. That is 0. Then after this 0, 1, 2, 3, and this element, and then the last element. So it has only 4 elements in the output. So if it is 1 minus 4, 8, 32, then the answer is correct. 1 minus 4, 8, 32. Mastan Wali is giving correct answer. Manjusha Reddy, yeah, correct answer. Yeah, correct. Why don't you give the correct answer? Because I'll tell you the reason, okay? What have you done? You have done directly, like removing this, removing this. It is like that. Actually, it is wrong. Why you should give step by step answer? Because first step this will be removed. Okay. And now what happened? You don't think this has 3. You should count once again. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the reset of the indexing will be done. Indexing will be resetted, and then this is the last element, so this will be removed. That is why you get this answer. Anyhow, it's a very good try, participants. Next, move on. What is the difference between sort and sorted and list with an example program? So first let's go for a sort example. Let's have a list. So consider this is my list. Okay. So what is sort? Sort will arrange the list in ascending order. Okay. Okay. Sort will arrange the list in ascending order. Okay. Sorted will arrange the copy of a list in original, sorry, arrange the copy of the list in ascending order, but sort will arrange the original list. Sort will arrange the original list in ascending or descending order. Okay, the original list will be changed. Sorted will arrange the list in ascending order, but it will not arrange the original list. Say like an example. See now, the list is arranged in ascending order. The original list value is changed, entirely changed. If you see carefully in these examples, very first example, price is equal to some values, and what I'm doing, price dot sort. So price dot sort will arrange the values of a original list in ascending order, which means I cannot undo this one. But in second way, sorted, it is also arranging the ascending order, but it is not arranging the original list, but it will take a copy of a original list and arranging in ascending order and returns into a new variable, new list. So the original value is not changed. You can see here 432 etc. But the original value is taken as a copy and saved into the another list, new list, and it is printed. This is the difference between sort and a sorter. Please note it down. Next question. Write a program to find sum of elements in a list using for loop or while loop. So sum of elements in a list using for loop or while loop. Okay. Next question. First, you should take a variable to store the value. Let's take a value sum equal to 0. Okay. So let's take a for loop. So for I in price, sum plus is equal to I. So the sum of elements is equal to, this is one way using for loop traversal. Okay, this is for loop traversal. Let's go for loop iteration. So this is the for loop iteration for adding all the elements in a list. That is sum of elements in a list. You may have a glance here. Okay, this is the example for sum of elements using a iteration. Next for a for loop, let's take I equals 0 while I less than len of price. sum of elements is equal to price of I plus equal to 1. This is the program for sum of elements in a list using while loop. So yeah, I have given the three answers. What you have to do, this is for sum of elements using for loop, traversal. This is the example for sum of elements using for loop iteration, and this is the sum of elements using while loop, and you will get the answer in the end. Please copy it down. Okay, moving on to the next program. What is the difference between indexing and the slicing? Yeah, easy question. See, indexing means that will access only one element. Indexing means that can access only one element. Slicing means that can access more than one element at a time. So that is the answer for indexing and slicing. So that's all for the test questions, participants. Is there any doubt in the questions? Have you all attempted? Is there anyone want to submit the questions still? Have you understood, participants, the test answers? Okay, so I'll give you one more chance. Those who have not submitted the test papers, or else those who have submitted with the wrong answers, I'll give you one more chance. You have time to submit the test. Maybe today it's the last date. So if you can submit the test once again, kindly remove the wrong answers and attach the correct answers. So it's your good opportunity. I'll give you time. Maybe you have 15 minutes time roughly. So all the very best, participants. Try to submit the answers once again if you have written anything incorrectly. Yeah, thank you, participants. Thank you so much for joining. And then we'll have a session tomorrow. Then we'll meet tomorrow. Meanwhile, if you have anything to attach, I'll give you time now. You can reattach and submit it now. Thank you, participants. Thank you so much for joining. You may all leave now. Have a nice sleep. You may leave now, participants. Good night, all.